This is Almost Legal with me, your humble host, Steve Kaire, the Jewish Tom Cruise. And yes, I'm part of the Brooklyn Connection, and we are all the way live. I promise you provocative guests, stimulating conversation, stuff you ain't going to see nowhere else. It's going to be on the cutting edge. So sit back, relax, let's get ready to rumble. Usually the first time people did know Sirhan was out on parole, or, Steve, what part of Bangladesh are you from? I'm 43, still single, and when women hear that, they say, what's wrong with him? Look, just because I live with my parents, I have my own hot plate, and I like to shave my legs every summer, doesn't mean there's anything peculiar about me. And when men get to be in their 40s, like me, they start having prostate problems. So I started seeing Dr. Joel Siegel, and he started giving me these prostate massages. You know what that involves, don't you? Bend over the table, rubber gloves. After 6 months of treatment, Dr. Siegel and I decided to see each other socially. We were engaged for 2 weeks. Take your time, this is deep stuff. And I had some inkling that she wasn't very attractive. She won the Shamu look-alike contest at Marineland. She looked a little like Orson Welles, but she had a different color beard. She had a geopet growing right about here. So since I've had a lot of problems with women, I decided to put an ad in one of those underground papers. Let me read some of the ads to you. Grand opening, sperm bank, featuring our convenient night deposit box. Think about that one. Takes a little time, I'll give it to you. I enjoy being beaten unconscious. Please be discreet on the phone. I don't want the other nuns to find out. And the hits, they keep on coming. Here's another one. Hostess will don a nurse's outfit and administer in the privacy of your own home or apartment a cappuccino enema. Call Yogananda or Susie. Now, here's the ad that I put in, so pay attention to this one. This is mine. Sophisticated Jewish gentleman seeks woman who's had sex with 400 men. No tramps, please. Sex therapist Bryce Britton.
One of the biggest problems that has come up recently is the lack of desire. People having this real pervasive malaise. I think it's sort of the malaise or the problem of the 90s a lot, where people are so stressed out and they're tired that they don't even really have the desire to have sex. Or, on the other hand, they can have excess desire. That's all they think about.
I can relate to that.
And having sex all the time. I also do a lot of other exercises with the client that helps open up the pelvis. You know, a lot of people are really blocked in their pelvis. Men, a lot of men are. Men as well as women. We normally would associate women with having more of a dead zone.
I've been with many of those women myself.
I bet you have.
What's to prevent me from giving you a cock and bull story that I'm having some kind of sexual problem, which of course I'm not.
Right. Well,
and
usually
then have sex with a surrogate.
It's really a pretty long, drawn-out, involved process. It's not just that you'd come to a sex therapist or another therapist. Other therapists work with surrogates as well. And then you would be referred automatically to a surrogate. It doesn't really work that way. You have to go through an extensive interview process with me, and you also have to work with me for a period of time. I'm pretty savvy in that I can ferret that out. And also, when you get, working with a surrogate is not sex on demand. Also is to have them sort of reorient how they're experiencing touch. So often men come in and they're very much attached to their penises.
I would hope so. Fan Appreciation Day with Ken Mayer. Okay, what an attorney has in common with a sperm. Both have an 18 million to 1 chance of becoming human. You like them? All right, let's get rid of this. And I saw your children. You have a little boy and a little girl, right?
Right.
They're so well behaved. Are they heavily sedated?
No, we just hit them over the head.
Very good, Ken. Thank you so much.
We use phone books so that we don't leave any marks.
The question is, what would I do with $10 million if I won it in the lottery?
Well, you can just give it to me.
I could do that. That would be the last thing I would do. What I would do would be, I'd honestly do the right thing with it. I'd give a bulk of it away to different charities that I donate to, and then spend the rest on prostitutes and gambling. But go on, Ken. What's the next one?
Well, actually, I'm curious about these charities, but we'll come back to that. Steve, when was the last time you had sex?
There's nothing else you can ask me about? It has to be something private like that?
That's private?
My sex life?
Well, I'm talking about your sex life, yeah.
Let's see. The last time there was moaning in my bedroom, I had severe stomach cramps. I remember that. Let's see. The last time I had sex, I remember there were fireworks going on. It was July 4th, 1976, the bicentennial.
Good timing.
I thought having sex every 200 years isn't aiming too high. What do you think, Ken?
Well, I don't know. It's better than nothing.
I've even joined a support group, Sex Without Partners. Have you heard of them?
Oh, yeah?
You'd be a good honorary member, I think.
You get a lot of practice?
Oh, a lot of practice. You see my partner right here.
Blues Night with the great James Armstrong Band.
You came home late last night, smelling like a liquor store. I said you came home late last night, baby, smelling like a liquor store. You know I didn't say nothing to you then, but I can't take it no more, no. There's two sides to every story, but your side's weak. I said there's two sides to every story, but your side's weak, yeah. I'm not your little kid, and this ain't trick or treat. I'm not your little kid, and this ain't trick or treat.